If you're a golf coach, then there is one sales tip, which is almost not even like a sales trick or anything, because it's such a conversational, natural way of helping someone get to the decision that is best for them. And so that you, as a golf coach, can help them in the most specific way for them and help you make more money per student. So this is simply assuming the sale. And it's this simple shift that just helps you as a coach sell more long-term coaching packages and helps more students in the most particular helpful way for them so that they can have the best possible coaching and transformation for them. So the best starting point for this is obviously at the beginning of most lessons when someone comes in. You're naturally going to go through the process with them. You're going to do whatever you're doing on the first lesson, whether it's like a swing evaluation, whether it's just understanding where they're at in their overall game as a golfer. And by the end of that lesson, you're going to get to a point where you're basically inviting them to continue instead of being pushy and trying to close them on some particular package that you want to sell that may or may not be right for them. But instead, you're simply inviting them to continue on whichever offer is the best one for them, rather than just selling them on something for the sake of selling them on it. And so, just in case you maybe think this is pushy or high pressure right now, this is probably the almost anti-pressure, like the lowest pressure kind of move forward you could ever do. You're basically not being pushy or pressured. You're not pressuring them at all to move forward, because you might be thinking that maybe they don't want more lessons, or maybe they just wanted this first one and not really sure where to go from here. But the best mindset you can possibly have for this is that after this first lesson, if I can help them, then I should guide them to the next step, because it would actually be doing them a disservice to not want them to succeed in whatever they need to go through in their golf game, or whatever they need to improve with their swing and whatever they need to do next. And so this natural conversational flow, this isn't even really sales anymore, it's just natural conversational style to go from wherever they've gone through in a lesson to now we're at the end of the lesson. Okay, I've seen that you're at X point now, you want to get to Y point, we just need to go through these small tweaks, and it's probably going to take a good few lessons to get to there, and then from then we can go on to there if you want to go ahead. So really, we can potentially just do, the membership, which would be a better deal for you, or we can do maybe a 5 or 10 lesson pack, depending on where you want to go from here. And then you've just immediately sold them on that straight away, because you've aligned whatever packages you have with their specific situations. They know exactly where they want to go from here. And so, like I just said, during the lesson, they've already shown up. They already know that you're like able to coach them based on how you've gone through the lesson with them. So you deliver that real value for them first in a lesson, and now showing them what is possible by offering them the offers that you have and the packages you have based on their situation, based on what you've gone through in a lesson with them. So that by the time you're at the ask, this isn't even some pushy sales tactic. You're literally going through the points they've made themselves in the lesson and offering them that clear next step. So an example script could be, well, great session today, and I think you're on the right track, and there's definitely a lot we can build on from here. The next best thing now is to keep the momentum going, and I think we can probably do, 5 or 10 lessons here to go through that specific thing we saw at the beginning with the swing there, and obviously we can maybe continue with a longer term coaching plan after that if you wanted to move forward with there. But I think just 5 or 10 lessons will really get you to a place where you'll be able to perfect X and Y and get you to exactly where you want to be, maybe ready for that tournament or whatever they might have said about the desired outcome during the lesson. And right then and there, you've sold them on a package. You've been confident, you've been clear, not being pushy, not being high pressure, and they will be amazed and ready to move forward with you. And the great thing about this particular kind of sales trick or tip, if you even want to call it a trick, it's just natural conversational style of sales, is that the only ever objections you'll get, because this is such a low pressure, like anti-sales almost, is you're only ever going to get real objections at all, and they're going to be very rare, because you know most objections are when it's bad sales, when people are being pushy, when people are introducing pressure into the conversation. But The only ever objections you're going to get is simply the natural points that people make based on their situation. Because you will see their eagerness to move forward if you've done a good job here. If you've naturally, within the conversation, woven in the points they made during the lesson and the points you've made about where their next steps are and they need to go in their golf game, they will naturally, feel eager and want to move forward. It's just the fact that they naturally can't now because it's not payday or a specific situation has come up which causes them to not be able to move forward right now. But in 99% of cases, that's never going to happen. You might get 1 in 100 where for some reason they can't move forward, particularly today, but they might even literally ask like, hey, I really can't, I can't do it today because it's not payday and I'm just broke in this current moment, but can I like put, I don't know, like a 25% or 10% deposit down onto like a pack that you have because I really don't want to lose out on this. You'll see the eagerness people have when you use this particular style of closing them. So by assuming the sale, you're going to go into every single lesson expecting to be able to help this student continue because they will want your help when you use this style, because for the most part you might already be doing this a little bit without even realizing, but this is for those small percentage of times when naturally you've seen what they've gone through on the lesson and you've seen where you can help them, but you're just using this to help them close on the best possible package for them so that you can help them with the best possible situation that can help them achieve whatever they're trying to get to in their golf game and help you make more money per student and improve as a coach and help you grow your golf coaching business. So real quick, if you're a golf coach or facility owner based in the US, then I want to help you by providing you with a free 14-day trial to our marketing services for your coaching business. We help over 11 active coaches and facility owners consistently book in an extra 5 to 7 new students each week for their business and helping you sell longer term coaching packages to highly qualified and more predictable students. So for more information and to book a free demo, go to golflessonsolutions.com, a link in the description below. That's golflessonsolutions.com.